Hello everyone, and welcome to this brand new Android development series. In this series, we're going to build a complete modern OTT application from scratch using Jetpack Compose. Before we start coding, let me show you what we're going to build throughout this series. So let's create our Android Studio project. We'll select the empty activity template because it already comes with Jetpack Compose support. Choose your project name. Select Kotlin as the programming language and then click Finish. First, let's add the required dependencies. Open the build.gradle file. To save some time, I've already prepared all the dependencies in a separate file. I'll simply copy and paste them into the appropriate Gradle files. We'll be using modern Android libraries such as Jetpack Compose Navigation, Hilt, Retrofit, Kotlin Serialization, Coil, and Kotlin Coroutines. Don't worry if you're not familiar with these libraries yet. We'll understand each one in detail as we start implementing different features in the upcoming videos. Once all the dependencies are added, sync the project. If the build completes successfully, our project setup is complete. Now, let's organize our project. Inside the main package, I'll create a few packages. The first package is Core. This package will contain everything related to data, such as API services, repositories, and network utilities. We'll create a separate package for each feature. For example, Home, Search, Details, Profile, and any future screens. Each feature will contain its own view model and UI components. This keeps everything organized and easy to navigate. Now it's time to configure Retrofit so our application can communicate with the TMDB API. I'll begin by creating a new file called Network Module inside the core package. Since we're using Hilt for dependency injection, I'll annotate this class with @module and @installin. This tells Hilt that the objects provided by this module will be available throughout the application's lifecycle. Now let's create a function to provide a retrofit instance. We'll annotate it with @provides and @singleton. Using @singleton ensures that only one retrofit instance is created and shared across the entire application. Inside the Retrofit builder, the first thing we need is the base URL. This is the common URL that all our API requests will use. Next, we'll provide an OkHttp client. It is responsible for handling all HTTP communication between our app and the server. After that, we'll add a converter factory. Since the TMDB API returns JSON responses, we'll use Kotlin Serialization to automatically convert JSON into Kotlin objects. Finally, we'll call build to create the Retrofit instance. Now let's configure the JSON parser. We'll enable ignore nowhere case so our app doesn't crash if the API returns fields that we haven't defined in our data models. Next, let's create the OkHttp client. Instead of hard-coding values directly inside our Retrofit configuration, it's a good practice to keep all network-related constants in one place. Now let's add our auth interceptor. This interceptor will automatically attach the TMDB authorization token to every API request. This means we don't have to manually add authentication headers every time we call an endpoint. With that, our Retrofit configuration is complete. We now have a fully configured networking layer that's clean, reusable, and easy to maintain. In the next video, we'll create our API service interface and start making our very first request to the TMDB API. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for the upcoming episodes in this series. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.